Now to the global trade war as China has raised tariffs on U.S. goods to 125%. Chinese leader Xi Jinping made his first public comments on the tariffs today, saying his nation is not afraid. It comes after President Donald Trump raised U.S. tariffs on China to 145% this week. China says it doesn't plan to go higher than 125%. White House officials say Beijing has repeatedly refused to arrange a leader-level phone call and said China has participated in a week of diplomacy with other trade partners. As leaders now turn up the heat on trade, questions continue, though, about whether President Trump could target prescription drugs next. 11 Alive's Liza Lucas looks at what a potential new tariff on pharmaceutical imports could mean for your medications and what you pay for them.
We're going to do something that we have to do. We're going to tariff our pharmaceuticals.
Tensions over tariffs continue. President Trump this week hinting a major tariff on pharmaceutical imports could be next.
And when they hear that, they will leave China, they will leave other places.
As the president pushes for more domestic drug production, the timeline and details for any pharmaceutical tariffs remain unclear. At Little Five Points Pharmacy, pharmacist Ira Katz says patients are already asking questions.
They want to know, do I know anything? And my comment, we don't know what we don't know.
What we do know, Americans rely on generic drugs. According to the FDA, 9 out of 10 prescriptions are generics. And Katz says most are sourced overseas.
Many generic drugs come from China, other sources, India, Vietnam.
Nearly 80% of active pharmaceutical ingredient manufacturers are also based outside the U.S., per the FDA. Democrats, including U.S. Senator Raphael Warnock, are raising concerns about the cost of potential trade changes. Warnock pointing to an ING Bank analysis, which projects costs for a generic heart drug could increase 12 cents per pill or $42 a year, while additional costs for more complex treatments like generic cancer drugs could range between $8,000 to $10,000 for a 6-month supply.
Now, as all of this continues to play out, you may be asking yourselves, what can I do? Well, to that, Katz has this advice.
Don't panic. Don't ask your doctor for a year's supply of medicine. I try to encourage patients on maintenance medications. Try to get a 90 days or 3-month supply. It's probably a good idea to start looking at that if that's available to you.
Liza Lucas, 11 Alive News.
Katz says there is no reason to panic, adding he is hopeful that some of the major distributors are paying attention and possibly increasing their own supply. We have reached out to some of those companies as well as pharmacy chains, including Walgreens and CVS. We'll, of course, keep you updated with their responses on 11alive.com.